Hello, this is Alba Gomez and welcome to Amplify the podcast. I am incredibly passionate about helping men and women amplify who they are and how they show up in the world. Let's have a conversation about how you can amplify your confidence and presence so you get the results you want in your business and career. Welcome to episode 10 of season 2 of Amplify. And today we're going to be talking about visual success. This is a topic that is very close to my heart because it was the focus of my business when I first started. And I don't know if you knew this, but when I first started my business, I started working only as an image consultant. So I was focusing more on the visual side of things and the first impression side of things from a visual point of view. And it was with time that I realized that focusing only on the visual side was like putting a band-aid into a massive wound. And it was just one element of a bigger piece of how we are perceived, of how we can increase your presence. However, how you visually present it is incredibly important. Our brain takes information, over 90% of that information we take into our brain is visual, is in pictures. The science show that the way you present yourself visually will make the other person make assumptions about your quality of work, your level of intelligence, how much you will be responsible. So the way we present ourselves will impact how people perceive us in so many more ways than how we are seen. So we must make sure that how we present visually to the world is on point, is sending a message that says how incredibly powerful, intelligent, capable you are at the work you do. You can be the best, most intelligent person, but if you're not aligning your visual image with that intelligence, you will go invisible. I've had countless amounts of companies getting me to work with some of their staff because they are not aligned in this way. And I'm not talking about people being bad dressed. I'm not talking about people being not perfectly beautiful. This has nothing to do with that. This is about creating a presence through your image that is strong and powerful, that tells people that you are that capable, intelligent person. For me, it all starts with feeling comfortable on your own skin. No matter your age, your size, your color, your background, none of that. It is about owning who you are, being able to look in the mirror and appreciate the man or the woman you are where you are at today, embracing it and learning how to make the most of your visual appearance. So there is an incredible, important science behind all of this that actually use geometry, and there is a science behind the colors that work for you that create certain impressions. So this is just more than fashion. This actually has little to do with fashion. And the way I work with it is about helping you, as I said, appreciate who you are and how you look, because from that place we can create an image that makes you not only look incredible, but most important than anything, that makes you feel incredible. And you know that when you feel incredible and you look incredible, you act differently. You stand tall. From that place, you communicate with ease. You communicate with confidence. Others perceive that confidence and they react to that. Attractiveness has little to do with perfection. Attractiveness is an attitude, and people will see you as an attractive person because you owning who you are and how you look. So this is about demystifying, especially in this time and age, that is so hard with what we see in social media to think that we need to look a certain way. I do not know a person who wishes the weight was different. Like, it's just incredible. Someone more, someone less, even the ones that you see perfect. I have not talked to especially a woman who has ever been happy with their appearance. Most of us have an incredible conflict with one part of the body or many. Men can be a little bit more relaxed with this, but men also feel it this way. And from that place, dressing up and creating a style, a leadership style through your image that supports who you are is going to be really hard. So it all starts with getting that acceptance, with taking really ownership of where you are. And there's something you are dissatisfied with, well, do something about it. Work towards that. I know myself that when I'm feeling a little bit on the plumpy side, I started exercising and eating better. And within 3 days, which my weight has not changed, not even 1 millimeter, no one gram, I know I start feeling better. And then the way I put my clothes together starts feeling different. I start feeling strong, more confident. So what I'm trying to say with this is how you look is more a mindset thing than an actual visual aspect. So I have had clients share with me that how they dress to cover themselves for years and years, to look back at the photos and think, what was I thinking? I wasn't even that big, or I wasn't even that, whatever it is, the challenge they were having. So you need to start by changing how you see yourself. From that place, you need to start equipping yourself with all the information that was not taught to us, that is not fashion. It's the science behind the image that teaches you how visually you can create balance with your proportions. What are the styles that work for you? What are the colors that actually enhance your natural features? And also understanding that color has an incredible power. So this is a very personalized thing, but I'm going to share a concept that is really important when it comes to impression management. And it talks about contrast. And it's understanding that when we create low contrast between our skin and the clothes we wear, so in our appearance, right at the top of the face, the neck, and the top of the chest, which is called the vital V, where everything is noticed within this area. When we create a low contrast between the clothes we wear and our natural coloring of our skin, it is considered the most elegant and sophisticated contrast to wear, but you might go invisible. Because the brain is not picking up contrast of colors, you might go unnoticed. So wearing low contrast is not recommended when you're going to working, to an interview, or where you want to be seen. Now, medium contrast is considered the most appropriate for everybody. Medium contrast is creating contrast between a light and a dark color. So that can be the colors used in a layering kind of type of thing, jacket and shirt, or that can be against your skin. Most color friendly to wear is blue, a great color to wear for interviews and when you're showing yourself on screen. So this is important. Low contrast when you are on camera is not great because the camera already steals a lot of your energy. So when you are in Zoom, in those meetings, and especially doing interviews that way, you want to make sure you ramp up. If you're a woman, you makeup, your body language needs to be more expressive. Your face needs to be showing more energy, and the clothes you wear need to be absolutely on point. And I highly recommend you go for medium contrast. And then we have high contrast. That is when we put together two colors that are completely opposite of each other. Let's say red and blue. This high contrast is perceived as more creative, which is there's nothing wrong with it, but it can take credibility away from you if you are approaching a situation where you need to be seen as more credible, where you need to influence others. Same with men, if these contrasts can be created with a black suit and red tie, that is more a color that means do as I said, is not so approachable. So as I said, it's quite a simple concept, but it's so powerful. I have helped so many clients where we have adjusted, let's say, a little bit of level of confidence. We have adjusted their body language so they become better at communicating with others, change the contrast level they tend to use, and that has massively impacted the way they are perceived, their presence, and their levels of influence. Also, taking pride on how you present yourself, like really getting dressed in a way, having a wardrobe that represents you. I have heard this so many times, especially for women, that they have too many different styles, that they dress to fit the box, that they dress to fit the world's corporate, box. So I don't believe in that. Then again, it's all about understanding the science. So you know how the impression is created, but then you creating your own style within those standards, not changing who you are, making tiny little tweaks so it can be situation appropriate. So you are making the most out of who you are. So there is a way in which you can present yourself and you still feel authentic, but you are going to look in the mirror and you're going to feel really, really good. And remember, I love this concept just because this is not about looking good only. This is about the feeling behind the look. And who doesn't want to look good? Like, that is a lie. If you tell me you don't care about your appearance, I don't believe you. because there is no person who can get complimenting on looking good, and that is not going to really warm their heart for a little bit. So we all want to look good. We all get dressed in the morning anyway. Why don't we do it in a way that makes us feel really, really excited that we have a wardrobe that works for us, that we have learned what colors work for us, that we have learned what styles are supporting us, and how can we look our best. So when we show up, we are looking consistently incredible, not only because we're great at what we do, but because we are looking the part, because we know how to use our body language in a way that communicates what we want to say. Then people will stop their busy minds, notice you, understand what you have to say. And if you want to go deeper into these concepts, make sure you go into my Presence Formula online. And then it's a self-paced program that I am offering an incredible 35% off discount for my Amplify listeners. That is $100 off the price. If you're interested in looking at this deeper, make sure you check it out. I'll leave the link in the comments of this podcast. And I wish you have a fantastic week where you're just going to choose to step up your visual game. Bye. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Amplify. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe. Also, I will love it if you leave us a review. See you for the next episode. Bye-bye.